Hello friends, it's Sherry. How's everyone doing today? Happy Saturday, and I hope you're going to have a good weekend. It is cold in North Carolina. 15 degrees this morning, or actually it was 14 I heard, but by the time I looked at my phone it said 15. So anyway, I'm here with a finished flip through of my Valentine journal. Turned out super cute. And I really enjoyed making it because it just, developed as I was working on it. So it's a fabric cover with this was a cloth napkin. And you can see I layered a piece of the inside fabric. I'll show you in a minute if you didn't see the first video where I was working on the cover. This is on the inside of the cover. It looks like red ticking. And then red and kind of creamy colored. And this is, of course, this fabric that I cut into a heart. It's sewn around here, and I added the, looks like tatting around here. I think it's man-made tatting, actually, that I added around the edge. I have a little bulb pin right here with a little teeny tiny key on it, key to your heart, and a little cluster right here. The cover is sewn around all around the edge here, because I sewed the inside fabric and the outside fabric onto the cover at the same time. The middle or base is a file folder, so it's got that sturdiness, and so you can see it's kind of squishy. And then here's the back, the solid fabric. I just really was looking for reds, and then I found this tie closure is sewn into the cover, so nice and sturdy there. Don't have to worry about taking it on, taking it off. It's always going to be on here. Oh, on here I had I forgot to show you, a little heart pin. This is like a brooch that I had picked up at a thrift store. I had a couple of these. I think I already used the other one, and this is my last one. But it's a little like filigree heart, and it's a pin, so you can unpin it and do whatever you want with it. And then it has some little gems in here. Yeah, there's like a gold, maybe black, red, clear, or diamond color, and green, or maybe that one's pink. That one looks pink. So yeah, let's untie it and get started. Okay, let's open it up. So on the inside, the front and back cover, I put these pockets here. They are fabric made from this same, fabric here, as you can see. And I had some pretty vintage lace here that I added. And here's one of my, this is my diamond painted sticker tag that I made in one of my videos. It's good double-sided scrapbook paper there. But that turned out super cute, so I thought that would be a good addition. I added a little heart here has a little decoration there. I have same fabric. I cut out some little hearts. And so this right here on the first page is a vintage Valentine that I had picked up some of these somewhere, either at a thrift store or an estate sale. I don't remember where I got these, but super cute. It's been used. So cute. I love retro Valentines. And there's a little heart paper clip here holding it on. This is also being held on by the paper clip, the heart paper clip. It's an acetate rose, and I thought it would be fun for someone to use to decorate somewhere in here, wherever you want. But I just clipped it on so that someone could use that and just put it wherever they want, not necessarily for me to decorate, but it looks pretty right there. If it's too long, like say if you did want to put it here, don't be afraid to cut it off, or cut it out, or, whatever you want to do. In case you're new to journaling, you might be afraid to cut things out like that, but you can cut away. There is a red and white popcorn bag in here, just to stick with the Valentine colors. So in this bag, I just have a tag that I had made. I made this during the last year's 52 Tags Handmade Challenge, where we were sewing. I think we were to use hearts this week, and I cut out this little heart from some fabric I had with a bunch of little hearts on it, and this was one of the hearts. There's a button there, and you can see the little gingham type fabric in the back, and it's a file folder with this little topper, and you can write on the back of that if you wanted to. Oh, that was in here. Then I have some music paper. There's lots of hearts in here because it's a Valentine journal, and when I think of Valentines, you think of love and hearts and all that kind of, and red, so that's what it's all about for me for Valentine's Day. So there's a heart here, a little paper heart, and some red and some red the rickrack there. Some purple paper. I wanted a little bit of different colors besides red and pink in here, so there's some purple for you. Some graph paper, and this is some this is actually typing paper, or no, this is onion skin paper. Yeah, the typing paper that I have that's called erasable typing paper, and onion skin is super close to what they look like, but the typing paper is a little thicker than onion skin. This is more like tracing paper, but it's actually, I got a pack of it, and I think it even says right here, maybe, or maybe that's the brand name, but anyway, this is actually a pack of, from a pack of onion skin paper that I picked up at an estate sale, of all places. I found a whole pack of it. Here's some pretty scrapbook paper. I did want to use some pretty scrapbook paper in here. A belly band. This is some, it looks like lace, but it was actually stickers that I had picked up, I think, at a thrift store. And it's made for mason jars, to decorate a mason jar. I don't know who decorates their mason jars, but I mean, I know people do, but this seems like a weird decoration for a mason jar. But I added some glue and put it right here, and I thought it was actually the first time I used that, because I have a couple more strips like this, and I thought it turned out really pretty. I like how it turned out. So I'll be doing that again, and then sewed that on there. And then here is, I had made a bunch of journaling, or Valentine cards that I had in my stash. And so I included some of those throughout, you'll see. So they're made with, most of them are made with some colored cards that are the size of index card, but they were different colors that I had found. You know, most of my stuff I find at thrift stores, so I won't keep saying that, but yeah, you get the picture. So there's a little lady on here that is playing the piano, and she's got some hearts around her, and there's a doily, and these little bronze type beads are on here, and some lace. So it's a pretty journaling card. Here's another one of my little paper hearts here. This is my pink. That purple was my, these papers like this are my, this is dyed with, whatchamacallit, I'll think of it, oh, tie-dye ink. Tie-dye ink, and this was too, yeah, this is my tie-dye ink paper. And then there's a heart and some more little like baby rickrack there. And we've got scrapbook paper here. Now this was one-sided, so on this side I did some stenciling with some hearts, and didn't that turn out pretty? Can you see that? The hearts, I love that. I've never used those before, and I didn't even remember that I had them. I was looking for my stencils, through my stencils, and I found two different heart patterns. So I used one here. Now on here, you know, if you watch my flip throughs, you know I like to put envelopes in that flip out. But this one I wasn't sure. I wasn't 100% sure where I wanted to put this, so I just paper clipped this on here so that whoever gets this journal can put this envelope. See, it's totally not attached yet. I just paper clipped it on, so you've got this pretty scrapbook paper here, and then I just clip this on, and then you can put something in here, store whatever things in there, and put it wherever you want. It doesn't have to be here. If I was going to put it there, you know, I think it's a good spot for it, but like I said, I wasn't 100% sure, so I didn't glue it down. And then here's some pink lined paper. This is vintage. You can see it's starting to brown here. And it's pretty scrapbook paper again. See the red here, and the pretty flowers over here. Made a pocket. Here is a guest check that is, I dyed this pink with pink food coloring. And my spray that I make, I think that was from my spray. Here's a little tab up here that I added that little punched heart and little, you know, goodies down here, just to, you know, make a little tag there. That vintage lace, and that I used it before in the front, it's right here, same lace. And then this is a wooden love, the word love, and it's wooden. And I wanted to use that in here. I wasn't sure where. I was kind of experimenting with it. And then I saw, and plus it was wood color, it wasn't black. And I saw Lori at Enchanted Dreams 71. She had one too, and she was putting it on her cover. And I looked at the cover, and I couldn't really find a good spot for it, so I didn't put it on the cover, but I put it right here. And she put several layers of color on hers, but she started with a marker, a black Sharpie, or a Sharpie, I don't know what colors hers was. It might have been black, or it might have been another color. But anyway, I just colored it with black Sharpie, and it came out so nice. It looks nice on this red. So if you have a wooden word like this, that's an idea, to just color it with a Sharpie. I got my paint out. I was getting ready to paint. And then I saw her, I think I saw her use a Sharpie. I was like, oh my goodness, that would be so much easier than painting it and then waiting for it to dry and, you know, all that. So, yep, used my Sharpie on it. Red paper here. And a Valentine card here. This is, you know, a newer one, but I've had it for a while. Isn't it cute? And then, so you've got that. And then here is a double-sided scrapbook paper. This pretty paper, and I've got an eyelet ruffle here with a little charm. I made a couple of these charms for this journal with just a little punch. Isn't it cute? I punched it out of some paper, and it's double-sided. It's a little flower, and then I added this little like fabric bow, and I pinned it on here with a little safety pin. So that was fun. That was something different I hadn't done before, really. Made a charm out of a piece of, you know, scrapbook paper. So on this side, I have the pocket with some of my hearts. This one's a double heart to match, kind of match this paper. You know, the green is from here. And then I added that little red heart, and there's another one of my little paper, scrapbook paper hearts up there. And it matches, see how it all coordinates. And a little coordinating even card that was in my stash. Super cute. Most of these are sewn around too, or this one is anyway, with this pretty little Valentine greeting there. Looks like a Valentine card, and you can write on the back. This is the paper too, where I did the stenciling, the same stenciling that I did before. And then ledger paper. This is like computer stationery, and so this is like a garden scene over here. And then on this side is the other stencil that I used. So this is a heart also. See, it's a heart of heart. There's heart. All these little pieces are hearts. And I sprayed around it so it would all be colored back here. So this was white, and then I did all the spraying and the stenciling. And then here is a pocket. This is the, or no, we're not quite to the middle. So here's a pocket, a big pocket here that I made out of 2 pieces of scrapbook paper that were one-sided. So, you know, you have the white inside if you don't know what to do. If you don't, you know, if you have one side of scrapbook paper and you kind of like don't know what to do with it, you can stencil on one side if you don't like the white, or you can make pockets out of it like this, big pockets. And in here I have, this is a big postcard. It's the love postcards that I have. And then we have, let's see, another one of my little drilling cards that I had made. This one's sewn around, and I used my edging scissors on it, and very pretty in there. So a couple of writing spots or whatever you want to do with those cards fit in there. Let's see. Yep, it's like the perfect fit, except I have to get it around my postcard. I mean my journaling card that I already have in there. There we go. And this is another piece of, this is a piece of scrapbook paper, like cardstocky. I just spritzed this one on the back, as you can see, so it's not so white, and you have that pretty color. And then this is the middle, and when I did this, I was looking around in my scrapbook paper, and this is one of those big pieces that you have in your scrapbook paper pad that have the big message on it. You know what I mean? If you and when I got this, when I saw this, I was like, oh, Aaliyah de Pina, she used these in some of her videos, and she was like giving out ideas on how to use the big pieces of scrapbook paper with the big words on it like this. And I saw this in my stash or in my, you know, storage where I keep my scrapbook paper, and I was like, what did Aaliyah say to do with these? What did she say? And it popped in my head. She said to use it for the center like this, where you're able to put the whole piece of the words you know, on a spread like this, and you can see it. So that's what I did, because Aaliyah, you're in my head. If you watch this, I remembered what you said. So I put here, it says create your own happiness. And then here I put the little heart charms. There's a pink one to match, kind of match this paper here. Pink, light pink, and a white one. And they have gold metal on the back. They're really cute. If you hadn't seen me use those before, I've been using those in a couple different things. So that's your middle. So now we're on the back half. I'll go a little quicker here because you've kind of seen all the papers. I just have to show you what's in the pockets. Here's another little journaling card here that's sewn around with this pretty little Valentine sentiment. It's also cut around with the edging scissors, and that's, you know, that scrapbook paper. My stencil again with a heart. And this is the ledger paper with a bridge tally card. cute little pink one that I thought would match the Valentine theme here. And let me get this. Oh, this is a pink binder clip to match, of course. And then a scrapbook paper with the hearts again. Here's another one of my little pockets with the hearts and the lace and a journaling card. The pretty, see all the little pretty bling on there? Isn't that pretty? I love that. That came out so cute. And it's got a nice little Valentine sentiment there. Let's see, turn the page, and we've got another one of the little scrapbook paper charms that I had made. This one has a pretty flower on it with a little, you know, fabric bow again, held on with a safety pin. And that's the other side of that card. Now here is a fabric flip that I made with this very beautiful old lace here. Isn't it pretty? I got that in Happy Mail. So beautiful. I wanted to use it somewhere in here and decided to do a little fabric flip there, or actually a lace flip. And it looks so pretty on that paper, doesn't it? The red paper. And then here's another little pocket where I used some of this. This was from a vintage lace collar. No telling how old that is, but it's really beautiful. And another one of my little journaling cards. This one has this heart trim up here, Valentine sentiment. It's got some pretty lace down here. I think this is probably my Dollar Tree lace right here. And then it's got a string of pearls right there in the middle of that. So that's a journaling card. And then I made a little tag out of this little kitten here because it matched, and I thought it was so, these are so cute. I put a little topper on her and a little piece of tatting right there. That's that little tatted flower. So she can be a journaling card if you want, or just a decoration on that pocket. All the pockets are sewn on pink paper, that pink paper, scrapbook paper, the scrapbook paper with the hearts stenciled. This is my, you know, tie-dyed paper with the red baby rickrack. Little pocket here. These are like plastic. This was a string of plastic flowers that I, you know, like trim, and I just put the trim, that trim right there to decorate that pocket. Another one of my journaling cards, the pretty Valentine sentiment, and some lace topper. So lots of Valentine stuff in here. Graph paper. Oh, this is the onion skin graph. You can see through it. I didn't even see it. I thought it's so kind of like, see how you can see through it? I think that's really neat when you can see through something like that. And then the purple, the music with the rickrack, the paper bag in here. I put lots of goodies in these paper bags. Let's see what I put in this side. Lots of stuff. Okay, so these are some Valentine cards that I had in my stash. I don't know if I got them I got them at a thrift store. I don't know if I got them last year or the year before, but they're super cute little, you know, Valentine cards. That one has, you know, Charlie Brown. This one's Scooby-Doo. This one's a puppy. So cute. You can write on those and use them for journaling cards. And then here's a little heart, like a double heart Valentine's Day playing card. And I think I got those in Happy Mail, and I think that's my last one, so there you go. And then here's the pocket, red paper, and here's the pocket in the back. And on this one, I added some lace here. Two of those flowers from the flower trim that I just showed you, the plastic flower trim. I put two right there. And here's one of my little fabric hearts that I cut out and put right there. And don't you love the ticking here? Isn't it beautiful? And then here's one of my cards with the, I got a little topper here to match the card in this Valentine sentiment. You've got lace. I strung this ribbon through the lace, and there's a little safety pin there with a bead dangle. And here I have that lace on the bottom too. And then there's a piece of that ribbon going over there as trim. Oh, I cut out a heart from the heart trim that I showed you a few minutes ago, or a few seconds ago. I cut out a little heart there and put it right there. I just saw that. I forgot about that. Okay, so that is the journal. Now, I stuffed a bunch of goodies in this candy bag. I stole it from my husband. I don't know where he got it, but it was like, I don't know if he got candy in it or what, but he probably did. And I thought it was so cute with this little red candy barrel on it. And so I stole it from him. So it's the only one I have, but I thought it would go perfect with this Valentine journal. And so I stuffed it full of goodies. And so I'll just run through this real quick because I don't have my timer on. I have no idea when my camera's going to run out. But this is a little kind of acetate. I think this is a rub-on. And we've got, let's see, let's just run through it real quick. A little envelope here that I made full of my punched out butterflies. I stuffed as many as I could in there. And then these are little bits and pieces you can use for writing spots and decorating the journal. This is a little map piece. I thought this was pretty great for layering. 2 of those. I just wanted to open them up because you don't appreciate it until you open it up and see what it really looks like, right? And then some little tags that I cut out. I make these little tags and things from scraps. So a bunch of my little tags. And a piece of red fabric I thought would be fun to play with. And a little piece of a lace from a vintage lace tablecloth. Some journaling cards. I cut these out of actual cards, greeting cards I had got a stack at quite a few years ago now. And I went through them all and cut out the parts I liked, and they were Valentine cards. So here's one piece I cut from a greeting card, and this was, you know, like inside of a greeting card. And then here's some little pieces, also a little journaling spot here, and a Rolodex card I made from a file folder. This is a little cluster you can put somewhere. It had that red and white, so that's why I put it in here. Some little pieces you can use as journaling spots. All of these are kind of for that. Index cards that I've cut up into little pieces. A divider, you know, index card divider. Some acetate or whatever this is. These are from my Your Creative Studio little pieces. And this also note paper from Your Creative Studio. And this is just from some note paper. Pretty note paper that I had in my stash. It has the birds. And it says notes on the top. And this is some track fed, this is called dot matrix cards that I had found at a store. They're like the size of an index card. I think they're really cool, especially with the track on there. And so that is it. This will be in my shop when you see this video. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great weekend, and I will see you in my next video. Happy crafting.